MiniWarGaming rules you got wrong.
Hey guys, welcome to this week's Rules You Got Wrong for Age of Sigmar.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was going to go and call it there.
I was going to say, where are you going with this?
I don't know. I think I got War of the Realms stuck in my head. So we're going to go over the comments and either the rules that we got wrong or the rules that you guys got wrong and just kind of talk them all over. So Quirk, if you want to start us off, it should be...
Absolutely. So this is for the Stormcast versus Nurgle Age of Sigmar Battle Report, War of the Realms, episode 71.
Yep, that was me playing against Alex.
Okay. We have Cardinal 81. Hey Josh, I think you're running units of 20 Plague Bearers, which at full strength have -2 to hit at range and -1 to hit in close combat, Cloud of Flies rule. At around the 34-minute mark, those Retributors would have had their 2 mortal wounds ability only occur on a 6. Your -1 would negate the Lord Celestin's +1. Hope that helps.
Yeah, definitely. It's a rule that I continually forget about. So basically, the way it works is, because I've run Plague Bears a couple times, if you have 10 or more, then it's -1 shooting. If you have 20 or more, it's -2 shooting, but also -1 close combat, which I completely and totally forgot about the close combat aspect of that. So that would have helped me.
All right. Also, at the 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 31 second mark, you did a wound roll on a 6 with the Beast of Nurgle. If you look at the Chaos Battle Tome, the big, complicated compendium one, the Locust of...
Virulence? It's a
Virulence?
word that I see all the time, but I wouldn't know how to say it.
Virulence?
Sure.
Whatever. For the Beast, allows double damage on a wound roll of 6 if they are in 7 inches of any demon hero of Nurgle, and not just the Plague Bearer heroes as in the app. They updated some demon war scrolls in the app, but all the special abilities happen for all the demon heroes of their god if you check the Chaos Battle Tome. Great to see demons out and hope that this helps.
Yep, definitely worth commenting. One thing I'm finding more and more is, because I think we use the app almost exclusively here for the rules, just because it's a lot easier for us to keep track of, not having to flip pages. And yeah, the rules don't always match up. So you are correct that, yeah, they have 2 different descriptions in 2 different places.
All right, Blight 02 at 22 minutes and 20 seconds. When using an ability like the Nurgle Feel No Pain or Death Alliance trait, you roll once for each point of damage, so you fail your save against a 2 damage weapon, then you roll 2 5-ups to discount them. Yeah,
I think that was the only time I messed up on that one. I'm pretty good on that. It was, had the, I think the Retributors, the Hammer guys, and I forgot completely and totally that their weapons are just 2 damage base. So yeah, the order of all that was messed up, but I think that's the only time I messed it up because I had forgotten the whole multiple damage thing.
All right. Computer Trucker. Yeah, it is Trucker. Okay. All right. Are you guys doing the saves right? I thought it was roll to save against a hit that wounds, then apply the damage of the attack. You guys are rolling an armor save against each wound. Don't have the rules in front of me currently, but I think you guys are playing it wrong.
Okay, yeah, what you're referring to specifically is, and the way the saves are kind of weird, was Nurgle. A lot of different Nurgle units have a rule called Disgusting Resilience that you roll specifically to ignore wounds. So the way it works is, let's say I'm getting hit by a weapon that does 2 damage. I roll my save if I get one, and if I fail that save, then 2 wounds are supposed to go out. So then I take 2 dice and roll twice on the Disgusting Resilience because it cancels out wounds as opposed to wounding hits.
Okay.
So yeah, that one is correct, but it's kind of weird. Check out the Plague Bearers rule and it'll be in there, the Disgusting Resilience.
All right. David Rogers, related to Captain Rogers. At Rules You Got Wrong, the Warding Lantern's 7 or better ability won't cancel out wounds dealt in the same swing. If you reference your rules, you'll see that you don't allocate damage until after the saves are taken. Also, I believe the FAQ also called this out. The Warding Lantern would be able to heal the wounds dealt from previous turns/phases, but not during the same attack.
100% correct. It's the Lord Castellant, and he's got the Warding Lantern. And one is if, yeah, you roll so well, then you get to heal. But yeah, you need to apply damage first, you need to heal first, then apply damage second. And they do talk about that in the FAQ for Grand Alliance order. So yep, you are 100% right on that one.
All right. Blight 02 again. 13 minutes and 5 seconds. Even if your weapons have a 3 or 2 inch reach, you still have to make it with at least one. Make it within at least one model within half an inch of an enemy model. If you can't, that is a failed charge.
Correct. So what you're stating is correct, but we also did that right. I think it was because off camera I had asked Alex what the reach on his weapons was. So he talked about how far of a charge he needed to make, and then he talked about the reach on the weapons. So yeah, he was within the half inch, and when he stated how far of a charge he needed to make, that was calculating with a half inch, needing to be within a half inch, not the reach of the weapon. So we were A-okay on that one, but yeah, I could see where, went back and watched the video, and I could see where that could be confusing.
Okay. And the last one for this game is Francisco Palmieri. This is a Stormcast victory. Great Unclean One has 10 wounds, not 11, so it was dead.
It has 10 wounds base, and then I had given it, I can't remember if it was an Allegiance or the Allegiance trait or the artifact, but I'd given him the one, I think it was Gift of Chaos or whatever it was, that gives him an extra wound. So I don't know if you missed that at the beginning of the bat rep, maybe, but yeah, he had +1 wound, so he did have 11 wounds. Not a Stormcast victory, unfortunately for Alex.
All right. Now moving on to the Slaanesh vs. Gutbusters Age of Sigmar Battle Report. War of the Realms, episode 72. Pancorina?
Pancorina? Sure.
All right. I could be wrong, but I was under the belief that a unit had to be within 3 inches of an enemy model to be activated, even if it used to be, or if they charged. So Josh, I don't believe you would have been able to activate the Ogre Bulls at 18 minutes 24 seconds. Also, why did you let Quirk attack a unit that had already attacked, therefore had no bearing on the order? As his first game on camera, that seems very harsh, especially when you get the guts in.
Okay, so as far as the piling goes, you're correct. I was still within 3 inches. I don't know if you may be referencing the fact that I didn't need to pile in a full 3 inches to be able to swing. I think I piled... Basically what happened, it was when you were pulling, I think it was the cavalry. What are they called?
Oh, the Seekers?
Yeah, the Seekers. I was still within 3 inches.
Yeah.
I didn't need to pile in the full 3. Like, I didn't need to pile in to get base to base. So I only needed to pile in about 2.5 inches to be able to reach it, because I was within 3. So I don't know if that's what you're referring, but yeah, I don't need to pile in a full 3 inches if I'm within 3, if I've got reach on the weapons. So maybe that's what you're referring. I went back and double checked, and I think that's what you're maybe getting at, because I didn't go base to base. I was more than 3 inches away. But no, I was within 3 still, so sorry, dude.
All right. Flip mode SH. Rules you got wrong. Lead Belchers did the move by Allegiance ability at 10 minutes 50 seconds, then again at 11 minutes and 50 seconds. Not really a rule you got wrong, just a game-changing mistake. Quirk was robbed.
Sorry, dude. Go back, double check the rules. It specifically says, because I'm assuming you're talking about the multiple shots for the lead belchers. If I don't move in the movement phase, I get D6 shots instead of D3. So if I move in the hero phase, that doesn't count as moving in the movement phase. And the FAQ actually backs me up on that one too, if you want to check out that. Pretty sweet with them that they get a little bit of a move in the hero phase, and then don't count as moving if I don't move them in the movement. So, sorry, dude.
All right, and the last one here is from Chris Nihilus. Seekers don't auto-run 6 on runs. That's the Seeker Chariot. Seekers move 14 inches and 2d6 for runs and can charge also after they run. Also, they get +1 to charge and charge if they are nearby a hero. They are...
Exquisitely.
Okay, that is what it is. Fast. Yes, that was the first time I was ever playing any Daemonettes or the host of Slaanesh.
Yep.
So when I was reading everything, I got those two rules mixed up. I actually thought the Chariot did the 2d6 and they did the auto 6 run. It never came up with the Chariot because I never got to charge with it or run with it. I just actually I did roll for it. I rolled for the run for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Seekers don't make the automatic run. They go 2d6 and they're just incredibly fast.
They go 14 plus 2d6?
Yeah.
And then can charge after?
Yeah. Yeah, you could theoretically get a 26-inch move, run, and then charge afterwards.
That's so gross.
Yeah,
okay,
they're
cool.
incredibly fast. And then the Chariot automatically runs 6.
Yep.
So, yep. So
there you go, guys. That is the rules you got wrong this week for Age of Sigmar. Feel free, leave any comments below if there's anything that you had questions about. You can always shoot me an email, josh@miniwargaming.com. I do my best to go back and check the videos that we had done previously, but I always addressed them that week's rules you got wrong. So, in the meantime, guys, keep being awesome and happy wargaming.